Hey, Facebook Nation. This your girl Jamaican Joan again with another segment of the 12th Women's Entrepreneur Expo with Dr. Shirley Luu. But please don't go anywhere because we are going to be right back. Welcome back to the 12th Annual Women's Entrepreneur Expo. Again, I'm your girl, Jamaican Joan, and I'm here with Dr. Shirley Luu, who will be talking to you today about money. We all have to talk about money. It's the holiday season. But before she jumps into her presentation, let me just use this time to tell you a little bit about Dr. Shirley Luu. First, let me say Dr. Luu is the official sponsor of the Women's Entrepreneur Expo. So thank you so much, Dr. Shirley Luu. So
Thank you.
You're welcome. She's a highly successful financial advisor, active leader, trainer, and wealth guru, serving as an executive field chairman for First Financial Security. Amid the current economic recession, Dr. Luu is using her 25 years experience in the financial services industry to help those affected redirect and save money. As an award-winning financial advisor, Dr. Luu is a standout and in her field and understands the importance of financial literacy, especially in times of crisis. For over 17 years, Dr. Luu has served as executive field chairman for First Financial Security, where she has been dedicated to educating and empowering individuals and business owners on lifetime income retirement. And of course, she's been featured in the Forbes magazine. She was named the 2019 Small Business of the Year, the 2020 Woman Business of the Year by Copa Magazine. So let me introduce to some and present to others, Dr. Shirley Luu. Hi, Dr. Luu. How are you doing today?
Hello, Joan. How are you? Hey, I'm so excited to be on here.
Yes, thank you. So I'm just going to have you jump into your segment. So please do take it away.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to congratulate you and along with all the speakers and the panels. Oh my God, it's incredible. You've got some powerhouse in the room today. A powerhouse in the room. Well, I'm so excited. Hello, everyone out there. Today, it has been an incredible morning. I was at an event where our firm helped 150 foster kids getting new toys, Joan. As part of the holiday celebration. So these foster kids didn't have that opportunity. And so we were at that trying to, teach the kids, how to really the true heart of celebrating Christmas and holiday and giving back to the community. Because I believe, one of the things that, financial education is one thing, but I also believe in, being able to give back and reach out to other folks who are less fortunate. Well, one of the things that I'm so excited, guys, there are so many things that's happening in the financial industry. Joan, I'm winning a contract, 290,000 new clients, 290,000 client. Did you hear that? Never in a million years, when I thought, as a single mom, going through that tough time, at that time, never know how do you survive, with taking care of 3 kids, being independent, a single mom. Most of you guys know my stories. Husband passed away unexpectedly. But you know what? Sometimes they say take a setback and make it a comeback, and that's what basically what I did. I wanted to really, really get out there and educate folks about the financial education literacy. Now, one of the things, Joan, you may say, well, surely, there's a million financial advisors out there. They're all running around saying, I do this. But what really makes you different from the rest? Why is it that, we are now, believe it or not, some of my team, we're writing articles for Forbes magazine. I didn't know if I told you that recently. We just, a couple of weeks ago, published an article in Forbes. So we are literally helping Forbes writing some of those financial pieces to it. So let's really talk and get down to financial education literacy. Most folks out there, during the holiday, you think of people going out buying stuff, spending money for a lot of things. But what they don't realize is that imagine instead of giving, just toys that's going to break sometime, and maybe you should considering give the kids $50, or every month, so where that, that child of yours or grandchild are having in the future for something for them to look back, because like I said, I mean, it's one thing, giving some certain toys, but I also believe in, savings, you spend, but you also have to save. So I would highly encourage parents out there during this holiday to do that. The other thing is, kind of take a look at your personal finances. Where are you today? Do you have money in the event of something happens? You and I know that COVID-19 has been a major impact. It's hitting the economy, it's hitting family, people losing job, unemployment, and all that, so therefore, I think it's time you really, really need to reevaluate where you are today. Okay. Because, one of the things I spoke to another single mom, she kind of said, well, I don't have anything saved today. I don't have a retirement. I don't have any of that. And she says to me, well, I can't afford to save, and my thought on that is that, okay, if you and I are kind of working a little bit today and we're employed today, if you can't afford to save when you're employed, imagine what's like when you're unemployed, or what happens 50, 60 years down the road and you look back, 30 years, you don't have anything at all. Okay. So back to what makes me so different and how in the heck is it that I'm able to win that 290,000 clients for next year? So doing this dynamic, a lot of businesses are going down under and they're just barely surviving, but yet I'm thriving. You know why I'm thriving, ladies and gentlemen? I'm thriving because these three main reasons, okay? The very first reason is that, first of all, giving the market condition. You heard that the stock market went crazy, right? It's up and down like a roller coaster. In March, a lot of folks, the minute the pandemic hit, people lost money. I'm talking about 20, 30% of their portfolio. Well, some of those, the market went back up, but they're still trying to recuperate of the market loss. So the first thing what I try to do is, I'm sitting across a client and say, guys, look, I get it. I get that you want to play in the stock market. I get it when the market can make the money. Okay. But what if it doesn't? What if it does make a downturn? And, sitting across an 80-year-old last night, literally 80 years old last night. And, they had all money in the stock market. I couldn't believe it. So what we did was we said, okay, look, let's do this. Let's diversify some of your money. Those money that you think you could afford to lose, play with the stock market by all means, But what if, you're 50, 60 years old and you want to protect that $100,000, $200,000, put it in the product where it's indexed, where you never lose, Joan. When the stock market makes money, the index makes money. Joan, did you know when the market did well last year, I was making 17, 23% return on my index product? Is that a bad thing? No, I don't think it's a bad thing. It gave my clients the opportunity to still gain what the market makes. But if the market, for some reason, makes a turn of event, it locks down everything. There are no losses to the account. Now, I'm not telling you guys that the market is always going to make that kind of money because no one can predict the future. But I could tell you that, hey, past performance, it's a guide you kind of take a look at, right? So the first thing is for those of you who out there, it's got your money in the market, if you want to protect some of that and still play in the market, I think you need to serious look, on index product, and so that's the first thing, protection of money and give the upside gain, right? The third component is that imagine every single account has a stream of income. Again, last night I met an 80-year-old. She says to me, she said, I'm worried because every year my tax in some cases is going up. And I'm not getting enough Social Security. They're bringing my Social Security payment down. You guys realize out there, right? Everybody's sitting there thinking, oh, I have Social Security. Don't count on it, guys. Do not count on that. If you get that, consider it extra gravy. Look at the economic condition right now. Everything that's going on. The economic condition that exists today, do you honestly think that Social Security is going to be around? If it does, great. But what if it doesn't? What do you have to fall back on? What, your kids? Come on, guys. The reality today is, ladies and gentlemen, your family is going to have to take care of their own family. So you today have to, even after this call, and I appreciate Joan so much, allowing me to have this platform to do a wake-up call, because you really need to take a look at your finances where you are. All right. So Social Security. So this couple said, you know what? every month I've been going into my bank account, I've been going into my 401k, I've been going in, and I'm just start liquidating money. Another person got laid off a job. First thing they did is, guess what? Within the last year, she's taking all her money in her 401k out to live off. And if she would have met me, guess what I would have done? I would have helped her created what is called a stream of income, Joan, meaning a lifetime stream of income. Now she doesn't have to run out of money. She can have money all the time for the rest of her life, right? So you want a product out there, guys, that has an opportunity to give you a stream of income down the road, because that day is going to come when you need to have access to that money to be able to live off, right? So stream of income was something very important that we specialize with. The third thing is that, when it comes to retirement savings and all that, every one of us out here should have this definitely three-legged stool, okay? The very first thing is that, do you think somewhere down the road, the possibility that you and I could get hurt, get sick, Alzheimer, dementia, right? Heart attacks, strokes. You see our parents going through that. And they have so many parents right now unexpectedly, as sad as it is, COVID-19 has caused death, in some cases. Some of those clients that are our clients that we literally, as sad as it is, it doesn't take the pain away from the family, from someone passing away. But what it does do is at least it provides some kind of financial healing a little bit for their family. Okay. So I believe in, life insurance. So speaking of life insurance, every one of you out there today, I promise you one thing. If you reach out to me or reach out to Joan, Shirley Luu Associates.com. Okay. And if you reach out my website, send me your information. I guarantee with you, whatever you have, I can beat it or I can give you a better product. And if I don't, I will treat you to a restaurant of your choice. I promise you that. So you want to look at, life insurance, leave a legacy. Because why? Most of us passes away and don't leave a legacy. 2 days ago, I had a client comes in. She goes, I have $900,000. I said, well, it's great. You have $900,000. I said, well, what are you doing with $900,000? She said, well, I want to use it to live and I want to do this, and this. And I looked over and she goes, my husband passed away and that's why I have the $900,000. Okay. And she's literally using about $80,000 a year to live off right now. How long do you think that $900,000 is going to last? She's not working because, of this COVID, got laid off a job. Her husband died unexpectedly. Thank goodness that he has that kind of volume, that kind of money. But then I looked at her and I said, you have a kid. Do you have life insurance? She said, no. I said, okay, do you love your kid? She goes, absolutely. He depends on you, right? And I said, so what happened if you pass away unexpectedly? Don't you want to have an opportunity down the road where you could leave a legacy for him as well, where he could be taken care of? And you know what? It was a wake-up call. She said, you know what? You're absolutely right. My husband died unexpectedly, and I have a life insurance to help me. If we didn't have that, I would have nothing. She would be out on the street, literally out on the street. And I said, so if you understand the importance of that, why would you not have one for you? So she understood that. And then at the same time, because I find that the minorities and women, guys, we don't leave any legacy. We figured, okay, when we die off, our kids can take care of themselves. You know how many times I hear folks talk about that? But what if life insurance nowadays is no longer death? What if it provide a legacy? And Joan, I'm telling you, I guarantee with you, everyone on this call right now, if you have this account that I'm about to tell you, again, I would treat you to the restaurant of your choice. Imagine, Joan, if I can show you a retirement account for every dollar you put in the bank match 3. Let me repeat that. For every dollar you put in, the bank match 3 to your retirement. Does anybody out there have that accounts today? If you do, I would love to hear about that because, ladies and gentlemen, that exists. I just signed on a company that have just opened up that account for 15 of their employees. You don't think that I have that access to 290,000 clients that I'm going to talk to that 290,000 clients about that? Every one of you that's on this call, you've heard about this firsthand from me. Look, guys, it's not too good to be true. No, it does exist. I know some of you sitting out there, and some of you are with other financial firm that's listening in right now. I can say, share with you the information. Everyone that is with us, I think, is a great opportunity for us to share knowledge with each other. Knowledge is power, but you know what? Even knowledge, even everything that Joan shared with you today, is useless if you don't execute. It is useless that you don't execute. I have financial education literacy course right now that we're teaching budgeting, finance, investment, retirement, all these kind of things. But what my firm does is that we teach it to churches, university. We're teaching to companies right now. And we teach it at no charge. So for those of you who do want this education at no charge, we'll offer it. But when we do take these classes, we take it one step further. We're not going to let you get away with just going to class, okay? We're going to implement a plan, and we're going to execute a plan so that you do have a step to follow through. Because most of the time, people learn stuff and they go away. They don't do anything with it. I've learned from my mistake in the past after teaching people all these things. So therefore, for those that are serious, Joan, we want to help them, So, with that, I want to be able to stand on top of the word and really share with you guys these knowledge. My team teaches you. My team, as a matter of fact, I'm looking to hire about 1,000 folks, Joan, for next year. Already, within this past couple of weeks, hiring 10, 20 of them. Parents are coming in, seeing their kids graduate from college that doesn't have a job. One of them applied to 80 companies and did not get accepted. Think about it. They're paying $50,000 to $60,000 a year to get a college degree and ended up not having a job. 80 companies didn't take them, but I took them, right? If you're unemployed out there or you're sick of your job, hey, look me up, hook up with me, guys, because I'm looking for people. And I'm telling you, that 290,000 clients is not stopping there because I've got several 100,000 more on the wings waiting. That tells you something. Going into company corporation, it's not an easy thing. They have to vet you. They have to make sure, number one, Shirley Lou's telling the right things. Shirley Luu better make sure Shirley Lou's have ducks lined up because guess what? Every one of their attorney have to have me vetted. I have to vet it. Not only am I being vetted, they're doing a background investigation on SLA, Shirley Luu and Associates. They're doing a background investigation on who is First Financial Security. They're doing background investigation on every single company and carrier that I'm bringing to companies. Because why? This is a pretty big deal, that I can do payroll deductions. All I'm saying is that, if you got the old retirement, the old life insurance, or you just may not know, well, what's old, what's new, I would highly encourage, reach out so that we can help you and share that information with you guys. Because at the end of the day, what have you got to lose? What have you got to lose? And some of you guys have been learning the ideas of buy terms and invest the difference. Let me guess. The Dave Ramsey of the word, the Susie Armand of the word. I guarantee with you, my term can cut that cost in half and give you living benefits. If that's what you want, So therefore, you owe it to yourself. Check out the latest next generation of retirement things that is available out there. You've got nothing to lose. Anything you want to add, Joe? Want to ask me in your mind?
No, I think you'll cover everything, and I'm just scrolling at the bottom of the screen your website, ShirleyLouandAssociate.com. So, folks, that is your website, right?
That is correct. And then I can also, give my direct line, 703-608-1203. Can I also mention about those business owner that is also on your call right now? Okay.
Absolutely.
So here's a story of a lot of business owner where you may have a speaker engagement where you've got dynamic stuff that's going on. And you may say, Shirley, I do know folks that do want to have your service. And by the way, I do want to refer business to you. I had an attorney the other day. Him and we're doing joint venture together. One of the things he does is litigation, people suing, and he wins the case. But guess what happened, Joe? When they win the case, I asked him, I said, well, what do you do with the money? He said, I don't know. He said, I just kind of let them do their own things. My job's done. I finished with the litigation. So I said to him, I said, well, why would you not act as a referral, send that business over to me? I can help them plan for their future of retirement, those kind of things. So you see how now the attorney and I are doing joint partnership in that. Okay.
Okay.
I had another couple that's doing a platform. They do platform of couples, how to have better marriage, how to have better partnership, how to do this and that. Well, that's great, when you talk about personal relationship and all that. But even with this couple that's teaching other people, and that good published author, literally published author, at the end of the day, guys, with family, 3 things is going to affect your money and your family life. Communication, right? That's very important in a relationship. Second of all, sex. Let's talk about, relationship and those kind of things. That's also plays important, right? And the third component is that what affects marriage the most is about money. People fight about money all day long. Well, you're supposed to pay that bill. No, I'm supposed to pay that bill. No, I thought you're supposed to take care of this. If you want a better relationship, better marriage, better partnership, better things, is to be openly and honestly about money. You know how, Joan, I see it out there. I sit across husband and wives, and the wives would ask the husband, hey, do you have anything coverage for me? Or vice versa. Nothing. They don't believe in life insurance. They don't believe in retirement. Are you kidding me? If you're in a marriage, if that husband of yours loves you enough, or that wife of yours loves you enough, don't you think it's time to take care of each other? The question you should be asking each other is that, honey, what happens if you get sick tomorrow? Who pays the bill? Where do we have the money coming in? Honey, what happened if you get hurt? Well, honey, what happened if you get laid off your job? What happened? What happened? And it's a conversation. I'm not saying the woman just have with the man, but the man having with the woman. You have to take care of each other if you want this to be a lasting thing. And if you honestly, like I said, at the end of the day, show me your worth and not just cheap talk, Joan. You know what I mean? And I see too often, they don't take care of each other. They don't take care of the family. They don't take care of each other. And some of them even said, oh, I have enough. I've got a retirement plan that if I die tomorrow, that she can have it or he can have it. Well, the problem is that your retirement plan, the $100,000, what's that going to do? And that retirement plan is really intended for you to live off, not to leave a legacy. So do you see how that dynamic plays into people retirement? Okay.
Yes, indeed. Okay, awesome. So, of course, Dr. Shirley Luu, again, viewers, that's the information where you can find Dr. Shirley Luu. We are definitely in the beginning of 2021. We're going to come back together when we have more time to do like a full 1-hour show, and like you will talk about new products and whatever is on the market new for 2021. So I have another panel after this, but viewers, this show has been the Women's Entrepreneur Expo 12th annual has been going great so far. Yes, we had to push a few things, couple segments back, but the point is we have to allow each person to deliver quality information. It's quality over quantity all the time.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, one thing. Did you mention the group about me giving contests, money, $100, 3 of them? I'm going to pick 3 winners.
I could mention it in this group. I've been sharing it otherwise. So, yes, viewers, Dr. Shirley Luu will be giving away 3 $100 Visa gift card. And if you tune into my page, you'll see the flyer. And on Christmas Eve, we're going to be doing a drawing. But if you need to look at the flyer, because you need to send an email to the information is on the email that you send us an email and just
Shirley at ShirleyLouAssociates.com. Or if you go on my website, you can also, send in your information through there on the website.
Yes. And it's going to be entered into the drawing on Christmas Eve. So yes, I will be promoting that. I was trying to promote that like on a more independent basis, but for those who are watching now, continue to watch and see and check me out, and then you learn more how you can be one of 3 winners. You don't have to buy anything. This is coming from Dr. Shirley Luu only because she is a giver. Okay, she want to bless you during the holiday season. So on Christmas Eve, we're going to be doing the drawing. So thank you again, viewers, for tuning in. Coming up next, we're going to have panel 3, and we're going to have someone representing social media management, real estate investing, commercial financing, and entrepreneur playwright. After that, we're going to have panel 4, hopefully by 3 o'clock. And at 4 o'clock, we're going to have our keynote by Dr. Ruben West. And of course, don't forget to check us out again at 7 p.m. This is where we're going to have the vendors. This is where the vendors are going to speak. They're going to talk about their products. They're going to showcase their products and services, and you can shop till you drop. So thank you again, Dr. Shirley Luu. So if you're just tuning into this panel, you've already missed panel 1. You missed a live cooking demo. You're now watching Dr. Shirley Luu. So go back and watch. And this is why I end each segment for each person, so you can watch it. You know, you wouldn't have to watch an entire 8 hours of streaming just to get to what you're looking for. So I'm going to log off so that I can bring the other set of panel in by, say, 1:50. So join me here in another 15 minutes or so, and we're going to have another amazing set of panelists for you. And if you haven't noticed yet, in every stream, I change my necklace. So yes, I got to go change this necklace too.
Happy holiday, Joan. Happy holiday.
Thank you. And I'll call you. I'll be calling you over the weekend. So okay. Thank you again, viewers. Thank you for tuning into the 12th Annual Women's Entrepreneur Expo. I have been your host, Jamaican Joan. And until next time, you take care and make this $1 million day. Jamaican Joan and Dr. Shirley Luu, we are out.